You're watching Ellie from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. So tonight this is a live stream and it's Wednesday the 23rd of December and it's 7:30 GMT. And I'm hoping somebody's here to watch. Let's see if anybody says hello. And then I know that I'm definitely out there and everyone can see and hear me. If anyone is watching, perhaps you would just comment, please, so that I know someone's there. So tonight, I'm going to be using this new bundle, I suppose you would call it. Oh, hi, Claire. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're okay today. So yeah, this is a celebration product and it's free in the new catalogue, which goes live on January. Oh, sorry about all the noise. I'm just looking for the catalogues just to remind everyone. So, hi Anne, hi Jan, hi Rosie. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. So the mini catalogue, January to June 2022, and celebration 4th of Jan to the 28th of Feb 2022. Right, anyone who's a demonstrator knows I'm not allowed to show you inside yet. But these items, the stamp set and the papers, are totally free with a spend of £45 from any of our current catalogues. So there's the stamp set, and I'll just show you the free papers. So they're all 12 by 12, and the colours are Shaded Spruce, Pool Party, Petal Pink, Granny Apple Green, and Fresh Freesia. Now, some of them are a little bit in your face, which I'm not, I'm not really keen on those. But the other side, some lovely subtle designs. This one, for instance, I really love this. I'm not keen on the other side. But everyone's different, and I know some of my good friends there do like the brighter side of things, but, all individual. So what do they say? One man's meat. So Jan says, I have a very long list for this catalogue. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Jan. I'm not surprised. I did indulge in a few. So that's the flip side. This is another nice one too. That's the Fresh Freesia. And this one's rather nice. It's got all the colours in, I think. Yeah, wait till after Christmas. Get into your next quarter. So there you are. That's the papers. Now, so I'm going to leave some of this for you to decide for me. And what I'm going to get you to decide on, so that this is not just me, it's you taking part. Mr. Biden, you need a raise. Yeah. Everyone needs a rise. Everyone. Okay, so I would like to take 2 pieces of the DSP to use on my card. So I would like votes, please. So how are we going to do this? Right, let me just break it down. The only way I can think to do this so that everyone understands, and then I'll be able to understand in a minute. So let's go. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so have we any votes? I'm going to do one side and then the other. Right, so votes please, 1 and 2. And then 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. Not saying I like that one or anything, but you know. 7. Remember, you got 2 choices. I want 2. 7, 8. This is another one that's got all the colours in. 9. Hi, Wendy. 9 and 10. Wendy, thank you so much for your gorgeous card. Really, really lovely. Thank you. Where was I? Sorry. 8. No, that's wrong, isn't it? 8, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh, I'm right off now, aren't I? 2, 4, 6, 8. So that will be, yes, sorry, here we go. 9, 10, 11, 12. Just do 1 and 6. Yeah, I think 1 and 6 is what we're going to go for. Thank you, girls. I wanted you to be involved. I didn't want to persuade you in any way to go for this one. No, I do like this one. And I do think that they would go quite nicely together because this has got quite a large pattern and that one's a small pattern. Okay. So I'm going to do an A5 card and I'm going to use an A5 white base. So let's just bring that one out. So to back these, I'm going with the colours that are in the papers. Now I actually don't have petal pink and granny apple green cardstock to make a matte, but I do have fresh freesia, shaded spruce and pool party. So that's 3 of the colours there. Oh, we have another watcher, and I'm really sorry I can't pronounce your name, but welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm afraid we only understand English, so if you can speak English, it would be good. But you're very, very welcome to join us and watch. Thank you. Okay, so I want to use something to back each one of these. Now this one I think is quite nice with actually any of these cards behind it. So I think we need to pick, Fred is watching Gilda with Rita Hayworth. She's so pretty. Yeah, Rita Hayworth. Yeah, she was beautiful, wasn't she? So let's choose the matte for this one first, because I think this one will be the most difficult to go with. I think the shaded spruce is the one to back this one. What do you think? Do you agree with me? That one to go behind the petal pink and shaded spruce. Yeah, I got 1 vote for that. Now this one I think goes equally well with both. So give me your votes for this one. We can have fresh freesia or pool party. So fresh freesia or pool party. We've got 1 for fresh, Any advance on fresh? Wendy, come on. I haven't heard Wendy vote for anything yet, so come along. You missed out on the paper vote. Get in there with a vote for your cardstock. Right, we're 2-2 now. Wendy, can you vote, please, so that we've actually got, you know, because I don't want to make this choice. I like them both, and that's funny, Anne. I thought you'd go for the fresh freesia because I know you like that kind of colour. So that's interesting, you going for the pool party. They both look lovely, don't they? Right, okay. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. So let me think. It's going to be 5.5. So if I go for 1 3/4. 1, 2. I'm going to go for 1.5. No, hang on a minute. Oh, can't do this. Hard sums. 1, 2, 3. Right, I think I'm going to go for 1 7/8. I hope I've got this right. I know I do, but the other looks right to me. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go for 1 7/8 and hope that this is going to fit all right. But, you know, we'll make it fit, won't we? We're not going to worry. So I'm going to go 1 7/8 by 8. And then I'm going to go 1 5/8 by 7 3/4. I'm just going to run my bone folder down there to take the edge off. Wendy, come on. Pool party or fresh freesia? Oh dear, I didn't mean that to happen. Okay, and just take the edge off of these. Okay, so has everybody had a good day today? Has it been relaxing, or have you had some last minute dashing about getting ready for Christmas? Okay, so let's put some glue on. Thank you, Anne. They're not so Christmassy now, are they? The tartan was more Christmassy, I think, but these are celebration nails. I was thinking of something that would be acceptable for New Year as well. Okay, so I'm going to make the decision then. If Wendy's not going to play, I think we'll go with pool party. Okay, I'm sorry about those girls that said fresh, but don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be all right. So I'm going to go for another 1 7/8. by 8. For this one, and 1 5/8. You've only got your veg box to get. Yeah, not too much. Then well, I didn't have much to get in the first place, but yeah, I'm all finished. So this needs to be 7 3/4. Yeah, I just went to Lidl and Sainsbury's yesterday and got the few things I wanted. Okay, so I'm just going to do the edges on this one. You've still been making cards. I hope you've got them all up together now, Claire, because it's like too late to post anything now, isn't it? Or maybe you're just hand delivering. Thank you, Rosie. I'm glad you like the nails. I'll bring them up a little bit closer, so if you want to see them again properly. So I hope it doesn't go out of focus. There you go. So it's got a bit of, I'm trying to move it so it catches the light. I've got a bit of, there you go, some gold leaf on the ring finger and the little finger. And the ring finger there's just got a bit of negative space. So only half the nail's painted. So yeah, just a bit different, isn't it? I thought it looked a bit oriental. You know, like Indian decoration and how they have jewellery that's sort of like that. Well, I thought it was anyway. I expect everyone else will totally disagree with me, but there you go. So yeah, just pop some, I'm using wet glue for this, but you know, use whatever you like. Thanks, Jan, Rosie. Yeah, Anne had a preview last night. I sent Anne a photo, so she saw them last night. So that's those 2 pieces done. So my idea is, you know, I haven't actually tried this for size yet, but the idea in my head was to make 2 panels like that, so that I could use more than one DSP. And then anyone who wanted fresh freezer, I couldn't say that then, Fireman Red. Actually, it's not that red. In real life, it's more of a sort of dark red. But on camera, things do look different, don't they? Right, so I'm going to do the centre one in the fresh freezer. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to quickly measure because I think it needs to be a little bit narrower. So if I pop that on with 1/8 of an inch at either side and just measure that middle bit. So the middle bit is, oh, they're moving. Oh, stick them down. Stick them down. Why didn't I think of that? Let's put them up that way. Not that it makes much difference. Cherry cobbler. It is going that way, Jan. Or as Levine would say, chobbler. I'm never going to forget that. That was absolutely brilliant. And she got the cherry and cobbler muddled up and called it, no, chobber. That was what she said. Yeah, chobber. We love that. Because it is 2 words muddled into one, isn't it? Chobber. Okay, so that's that one down. This is this little bird just peeping in there. That's really quite cute. And actually, all of these images here can be reproduced by the stamp set. So if you didn't buy the papers, but you wanted to create the paper, you could do it. Look, that's the flowers. That's the little berries there. That's the other flower with the little leaf. That's the open leaf here. The bird, it's all here. So you can actually make this DSP yourself. And obviously choose different colours. Yeah, all right, we won't talk about the fireman tonight. Claire. Oh dear. Right, let's pop this down. And get that into position. Is everybody going to be at home for Christmas? I know Anne's going to her daughter's, hopefully. And I think Claire's going to be at home. What are you doing, Jan? And Rosie, are you home for Christmas? So we've got 1 3/4 left. I'm going to make this one 1 1/2. Claire's home, yeah, I thought so. So let's make this 1 1/2, and I can just do that. If you line it up with this side here, that is exactly 1 1/2. And I just need to cut 1/4 inch off. Like so. And then what I'm going to do with this piece in the middle, Rose is at home and Jan's got daughter and son-in-law coming for dinner. Oh, smashing. That's good. It's so nice to have some family, isn't it, around. Yeah, my daughter's coming, so it'll just be the 3 of us. And we're going to watch, they don't know yet, but we're going to watch the Downton Abbey movie on Christmas Day afternoon. Okay, for this, I'm going to use, and I've lost it. Ah, here we go. This gorgeous, let's all go for a family Christmas at Pauline's. Yeah, I'm sure she won't mind, Anne, if we all roll up. Yeah, she'll be up for it. Yeah, I get on well with Pauline. I know she's a smashing woman. She'd love it if we all turned up. Okay, so this absolutely wonderful splatter embossing folder. I'm going to do that for the middle panel. So I'm just going to fire up the embossing machine. So is everyone going for the traditional turkey? Although I think actually for Jan in the States there, is it traditional to go for beef on Christmas Day? Because you had turkey for Thanksgiving, didn't you? Well, I'm assuming you had turkey for Thanksgiving. I know most Americans do. Right, so let's pop this in the embossing machine and see how we get on. I'm not quite sure which plates I'm going to use. I'm going to try it with that as well, see if I can get a better emboss. Sorry about the noise. No, it doesn't want that one in as well. So just take out one of those layers. Right, I can't remember how to do this, so do bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. I've been using the 3D or the oh, we have another lady and we have Brittany as well. Great. Yeah, I'm sorry we can't understand your language. We only speak English on here, but you're welcome to watch. It's not a problem. Yeah, I'm used to using the hybrid embossing folders, 3D ones, and they're very much thicker, so I'm being quite cautious, and I was just using 2 plates, and I thought I might go for an embossing plate as well to beef it up a bit. So I'm just turning this round and embossing the other end as well, because this isn't 8 inches. So I'll pop that back in. Your mum always did roast beef. You miss her cooking. Yeah. Yeah. Mum's cooking is nothing like it, is there? Luckily, I do cook just like my mum did. So, yeah, I'm okay for it. So then I'm going to pop this through the middle there. Right. I'm going to cut a little bit more. I think this card must have been slightly longer than 8 1/4, because I cut 1/4 of an inch off, and I can see it's slightly proud. So let's just cut a little end off there. There we go. I'm going to use the tearing tape, double-sided tape for this, because sometimes, because of the little embossed, debossed areas, the glue doesn't catch properly. So I'm going to go in with this. We're having turkey. We always used to have gammon because my son didn't eat turkey. In fact, the only thing only meat he would eat was gammon for a long time. But we found out last year that he does actually like turkey now. So I just buy a large turkey breast. That's good for the 3 of us. Thank you very much, Anne. I do try. I know you enjoyed my stew when I brought that up to you once. And Anne introduced me to dumplings that you can make with a mix. I didn't even know about it. And what's more, pop them in the microwave. What an invention. And I have used them again sometimes when I remember to get them, otherwise I make them, but they are lovely and super easy. Right, so let's pop that down and pop that in the middle. So we've got a real good mixture. We've got 2 different DSPs and we've got some texture. So Jan's a good cook, but she doesn't like it. I know what you're saying, Jan. I know there's a lot of people that, you know, are good at things but then actually don't enjoy doing it. You know, I'm good at a few things, but I can't say I enjoy everything. So this is the base. Now, again, I haven't got anything really solid here. I did think that because we've got a lot going on in the background, that I would use the big greeting here to be a feature on the card. But I think it would be nice to pop the bird on as well. Do you agree? And it would be lovely to do this because I haven't used this set yet. Ellie, I gave our mailman the candy box and he loved it. Oh, Jan, that was so kind of you. I bet he did like it. I'm so glad that you made that because it really does pack a punch. Well, you know, when I've given them away, it's just been absolutely wonderful to see the recipient's face. So I'm sure you felt the same. Anne's made them too, and she's given them away, and I know they went down really well. So let's just see what I'm going to stamp this one on. Okay, can I have a colour choice, please, to stamp the greeting in, please? So let's go with 3.5 inches for that one. And you've started another one. That's good. Okay, well done. I take it you managed to get the chocolate sticks all right, the merci. I didn't actually know that they were sold here. I just saw them. I just happened to be in B&M Bargains the other day, and I saw them and thought, brilliant, I can get those and make a couple of those boxes. Right, okay, that's my piece of card ready for that. And says spruce. Okay, that's what we're going to do then. Oh, brand new stamp set, never used before. Woohoo! Right, a little tip for stamps when you haven't used them. Before you stamp onto your actual product or the card you choose, give them a couple of stamps onto scrap paper first, because they've got like a little some sort of coating on them and sometimes they don't stamp good the first time. In fact, the first one look was the best. So let's give this a... They were at the drugstore, not really cheap but not super expensive. Well, mine were only £2.99, so I think that's pretty cheap for nice chocolates, because they are nice chocolates. They don't taste cheap, but I know things are different over there chocolate wise. Some of your, like, you can buy Hershey's bars and they're really reasonable. Over here the Hershey bars are absolutely ridiculously priced for what they are, and we can't get Hershey nuggets at all, which is a real shame, because Hershey nuggets make some lovely gifts, don't they? You can wrap the DSP around them and they just look gorgeous in a little box or pack. So I wish we could buy those. Right, that's a little bit on the wonk, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, $8, $6. Yeah, that is a bit more than $2.99. But like you say, not super expensive. Not too much to spend on the mailman. So let me just quickly see how far out I am here. Not really far out. I think if I just go like that, I only need a teeny weeny little bit. So if I just take a little bit like that off, that looks straight now to me. So we go down like that. Okay, so that's straightened it up a bit. So I just need to take the corner, the end off of that now. About £5, a bit less. Well, yeah, I don't know what the exchange rate is these days. Yeah, a £5. So yeah, I mean a £5 for a gift's okay. Oh, so it feels like I'm gonna sneeze. Claire, have you wrapped up all the presents now? So I think that could do with a mat, couldn't it? And oh, do you know what? I've just had a thought. After cutting that all out really neatly, I've got these lovely new dies that I got just the other day, and I could have used... Is that too small? That's too small, which is a shame because that is rather nice. I wonder if it will be too... I think it's going to be too small for that one. left for tonight? Linda received her Cadbury's box of goodies. And that's super. Absolutely super. I wonder if Jan's familiar with them. Because Jan's in the States. But then, yeah, Jan wouldn't really be familiar with Cadbury anyway. So she probably wouldn't have looked that up. No, that's not going to work. So, yeah, we'll just go back to the original plan. Oh, you've left everything for tonight. Oh, Claire, good luck. Oh, a few left for tonight. Right, I've got it now. Right, I'm going to go with, I think I'll edge that in the fresh freezer. So that will be, you do have Cadbury. It's expensive though, Jan, isn't it? And it's not as readily available it is here. So if I do 3 1/4, 1 7/8. And then I'm going to do the bird. So you buy chocolate from a local company just down the road. Okay. Now the bird, if you let me know what colour you'd like the flower, obviously I'll do the leaves in the spruce since that's the green we're using. So something for the flowers and a colour for the bird. And then I'll get on with that. So I wonder where Wendy is. Oh, maybe Aaliyah is oh, there she is. Chaos erupted. Yeah, I was just about to say maybe Aaliyah was objecting to going to sleep because I know she's not brilliant at that little exercise. But then a lot of children don't like that, do they? Talking of children, Michigan. Yeah, talking of children, I went to see my lovely great niece today, who is 8 months old and so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So I had lots of cuddles, and I was going to do a photograph of the little dress and tights I bought and I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. But her mum opened, my niece Laura, she opened the gift and she was absolutely over the moon. All the colours were correct. So Sophie was actually wearing a pair of tights in the same colour pink I'd chosen. So that was popular. Your kids don't like bedtime. Yeah, okay, I get it, Claire. So let's mount this up. And let's see, what am I going to use for that? I'm going to need that one. So I didn't do that very centrally, did I? Now then, shall I do this? Needs to go up a little bit. There we go. So I think I'm going to stamp this in. I'm going to use watercolour, so I need to use StazOn, and the only StazOn I've got at the moment is purple. So that'll be interesting, won't it? But we're not going to worry because we've got some fresh freezer on there. So, you know, hey, who says a bird can't have a purple outline? Because it could be a tropical bird. No, Anne, I didn't. You know what I'm like? I never think of taking photographs. Well, not of me anyway. I did take a photo of her. Which was really cute. Joanna, hello. Oh, Ellie, Joanna, thank you so much for coming along. Great to see you. Sorry, I said Ellie because you said Ellie, and I just read what was written. Yeah, great to see you along. So just making sure I got this seasoned, as they say. I've got this that I made. I don't know if anyone's seen these. I don't know what they call them, but they're made, because you can buy these, they're made to use with the stamping platform. Ours is the Stamparatus, because when you use that, sometimes you don't get even pressure with your fingers, and you can do this to go all the way over it. And I wasn't going to buy one because they were, well, actually, I don't know where you buy them in Britain, and I thought they probably cost the earth anyway. So I took the lid of one of the candles, well, Yankee Candle and all sorts. I get mine cheap ones in Lidl and what have you. I took that, melted the wax that was left and put it in there for some weight. Then I added some old beads and a bit of, oh, I don't know, modelling clay or something, so it would go solid. And then I left it to dry, covered it in this so that this would glide across, and it's heavy and it really, really does the trick. I've seen that, the eraser for a whiteboard app. Jan, that's a really good idea, but I didn't have one of those handy. But yeah, and I'm thinking it might be good for this. Sometimes when you've got a stamp that's got a lot of open work in it, you do need a bit of extra welly, so I'm going to give this a go. Right, now I had a little bit of basic white here to stamp onto, and I've lost it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be big enough. Let's have a look. It's a real offcut, so it might not be big enough. Yep, I'm going for that. It's an odd shape, but we won't worry about that, will we? You got it at the dollar store. Jan, I love the dollar store. I do. First time I ever went to the States to see my friend Cindy, she took us to the dollar store. Well, there were three of us, Jane, Marla and myself. We were like kids in a sweet shop. Cindy, hi. Oh, happy Christmas to you. Thank you for coming along, Cindy. Yeah, we spent ages in the dollar store. We were like kids in a sweet shop. I spent a fortune in there. It was great. So, of course, the next time I went, I couldn't wait to get to the dollar store. And yeah, I did buy, you know, a fair amount. And the next time. Great fun. Yeah, when I went in 2006 the first time, and then it was 10 years before I went again on my own this time. Oh, I moved that. That's not so good. Yeah, and of course I should have gone last year, but that never happened. Then I was going to go this year, and that never happened. So yeah, I'm determined to go next year. I still have my voucher from the airline. So I think that should do it. Brilliant. Love it. So what do you think on the purple bird? Are we loving it? Right, so I'm going to use, I haven't used these a lot yet, but I've got the Stampin' Up watercolour pencils, and I've got the blending brushes. Don't get confused with the blends, the alcohol pens. These are blending brushes, so there's no colour, there's just, they've got some sort of liquid, don't know what it is, but it means you can colour with your pencils. Use this to do the blending, but it doesn't make the cardstock pill. It's not really wet. So well, my leaves are already purple. Didn't realise they were filled in. Now that was silly, wasn't it? I should have had a look at that. I have one on the corner. What? Dollar store. Oh wow. Right, so I'm just going to see. I don't think there's any point in doing this, but let's just see what it's like on there. Oh, I might just give this a little go over in green. It might turn into what looks like just a very dark green. Yeah, actually it has taken away the purple, really dark purpleness. It just looks maybe black or a really dark brown. Have we got a colour for the flowers yet, please, girls? Should we go with the pool party or the fresh freesia? I think it might be good to go with the fresh freesia for the flowers. Mind you, I'm saying that, I don't even know if I've got that. No, let's see what colours I've got before we decide on them. Here we go, look girls, that's the colours I've got. So we need to choose a colour for the flower and a colour for the bird. So these, I've used that one for green, so we'll do that. Poop party. I'm assuming that's pool party. There we go. And if you just scribble that onto your rough paper, a lot of the colour comes out. So if you use that with another colour, it wouldn't transfer. Right, so let's do the bird then, something completely different. So I'm going to go in with this very neutral crushed curry for the bird, and then I might just do something else with it. Let's do the bottom side there and a bit of his face in the crushed curry. And I got sort of yellowy. Let's do this one. These are great, these blender pens. As I say, they do blend the colour really well, but it's not wet, so it doesn't spoil your cardstock at all. So if I get the brown there for the branch. Oh, we loved it. Poop party. We thought that was really good. So just use this one in for the branch. This is Cajun Craze. It's going to look really tropical. Cajun Craze, purple and crushed curry. Could be on the Caribbean. The Caribbean. Anyone been to the Caribbean? I think it's supposed to be absolutely fantastic. The rum punch. Okay. So, right, let's see what we've got. We've got Coastal Cabana. If I did that lightly for the flower, like so, it's very similar to Pool Party. Coastal Cabana, it's a darker shade. Yeah, I've only got one set of the watercolour pencils so far, so I want to get the other set so that I will have more colours. They don't do every colour though. I think there's about I can't remember how many it is now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 in this set, but I think there's 15 in the other set, which is a bit odd. And yeah, Stampin' Up have got, there are 40 current colours in the range, plus the in colours that hang around for a couple of years. So there will be colours that won't be available in the blends, in the, sorry, in the, what are these called? Watercolour pencils. Yeah, this isn't far off from Pool Party, look. I think that's pretty good. Wendy, have you got all your presents wrapped now? I just happen to have Wendy's card right here. I brought it up on my desk to remind me to message her to say thank you. And when she popped on there, I thought, oh, ideal opportunity. It is a lovely card. Oh, I can't remember where it is now. I had it right on my desk here. And because I've moved things around tonight, I've buried it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, in a minute when I'm finished, I move things. I might be able to find it. Me and my big mouth. Okay. What colour should I do the top of that bird then? No, we're planning to get it done tonight. Okay. Oh, I like it. That's good. I'm not left to do it on your own. Yeah, I'm the only one who wraps in this. Well, my son has a go at it. And, you know, we won't really go into detail on that. It's, let's just say it's pretty original, Russell's wrapping. I think I'm going to go just for the crushed curry on this, the top side of my birdie. And I'm going to go quite dark, like so, to give a contrast. I'm going to bring down a little bit into the leaves there, and let's go with this one. You've got a set of 10 and a set of 12 metallic art pencils. Oh, I haven't seen those. The blending pen is intense. Yeah, it does, and it's like when you add water to a watercolor pencil and you get the darker color where it's, yeah, it's adding the liquid to it. But like I say, it doesn't make it wet, so your cardstock doesn't pill. Oh, I think that's looking okay. Right. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about what colours I had available in the pencils to go with what we were doing. So I should have had a look at it before, but hey-ho. You know, I don't plan these lives very much, so it's nice to have a bit of, you know, the element of surprise. So I wonder if I can use one of these now to cut this out. Oh, don't know if this is going to happen, but I'm watching and wrapping now, but the puppy keeps eating everything. No. I hope the puppy's not eating the presents. Look, I'm going to see if this will fit, but I don't think it will. I should have thought about this before. I wonder if... No, that's not going to fit, but what a shame, because that's so cute, isn't it? Okay, let's... Aaliyah's asleep. Wow. She's... That was pretty quick, wasn't it? But I now have to go shopping for Boxing Day food. What, now? Tonight? Oh, I'm going to use that one. It doesn't matter if... does it? Perhaps not. Oh, going with that one. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, we like that one. Cat occasionally pops up to see if I have anything interesting for her. Right, just gonna secure that down with a bit of Heffy Doodle tape. It's like post-it note, but it's sticky all over. Absolutely brilliant. You can use it over and over. Wendy put me onto this one. The bird flew in there, look. Yep, I'm loving that. And I'm just going to pop this one up on some dimensionals. Right, can't find my dimensionals, but I've got these big foam tape ones that I found. So we're going to pop those on. I was looking for my dimensionals the other day and I just can't find them. I don't know what I've done with them. I think I've picked them up underneath something, you know, like you do sometimes. Wendy says, quiet, it's time for our supermarket. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Wendy. If you go later at night, it's quiet. Although I usually go on a Wednesday morning and Lidl is, well, sometimes I'm the only one there. I did go a bit later yesterday. And I thought it was going to be packed. When I pulled up, the car park was heaving. And I thought, oh no. But when I got inside, it was fine. I mean, it's a lot more than normal, but it wasn't crowded. And I think most of the people were in nearby Iceland or Home Bargains. Some reason they like to use Little Supermarket. Don't know why. Right, let's take that away so that you can see our finished card without all the nasty paper behind it. So that's, oh, just fitted that into the hour. I'm glad about that. So it's a really different card, I think, showing the two different DSPs. We've got the nice splatter, oh heck, what's it called? Embossing folder. And then I've used the stamp Hello Friend from that one and the lovely little bird. Now, if you wanted to, you could add ribbon, any kind of embellishments that you like. I might have a look at that later and see what I can find to go with it. But in the meantime, I'm going to say good night to you all. A very Merry Christmas. And I would love to see you all back again in the new year. Now, I have told some people, but I don't know, maybe some of you weren't here. But I'm going to start doing my lives on a Saturday afternoon at 2:30 GMT. And I hope that some of you will be able to join me then. But as always, it's always available on the replay. So again, thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas and good night from me.